Hello there, my fitness friends. This is just a quick update to show you what it's like in sunny Spain. No, it's not sunny. So it has been raining like this, non-stop, near enough non-stop, for 3 whole days. It's thunder, it's lightning. In fact, it's so bad, for those of you that have watched before, this is my car. I've had to park it round the back because the front is flooded. The front of the house is flooded. Where my gym is, that front terrace, the whole thing is flooded. This door has warped out of shape, so it doesn't open and close properly anymore. There's a leak in the bathroom, there's a leak in the bedroom. Houses in Spain weren't built for bad weather. But we're doing the best we can. We are living with it. The dog, poor little bugger, has been petrified now for days. I'll fill you in as I give you a little tour of the horror that is Spain at the moment. The front terrace, it's not actually that bad actually now because, look, always the mop. Mop has been our best friend for the last few days. Had to barricade the front door. There's actually about 3 inches of water there. So anyway, let's get away from all that rubbish. I have still been running, believe it or not, with this going on. We do get little breaks where it stops raining and I've been out running again, doing the Nike Training Club app, which is absolute shit. They've updated the app a few months back. It used to be the Nike running, no it didn't, Nike Plus GPS. Worked perfectly. If you wanted to do marathon training, you clicked on marathon training, it said, right, brilliant. You're a beginner, you want to do a marathon, you've got 26 weeks, this is what you run every day for 26 weeks. Here's your rest days, and there was, I think, a cardio day as well, where you did something other than running. Now they've changed it, so they've got timed runs, they've got long runs, tempo runs, and breakthrough runs. Now this is where it gets complicated. A breakthrough run is, you do a 7-minute warm-up, little jog, very slow. Then you do 3 minutes as fast as you can without stopping, and then 5-minute cool down. Now they take that 3 minutes and they use that and the time and the speed and the distance and whatever to work out the rest of your program. The problem is some of the runs that you do aren't getting logged on the system. So I've done I've only done 4 runs on this one. It's only logged 2. It didn't log my long run from yesterday and it didn't log my breakthrough run. I've not just done 4 runs, obviously. If you'd seen my previous video, which was ages ago now, I do apologise for that. I was doing the Nike to 5k, Nike to 5k, I've got Nike on the brain because I'm doing my brain in. Doing the couch to 5k just to get my running up to scratch. Up to speed, because the old Nike program, the first marathon run was 6 kilometers. First day, day 1, 6 kilometers, if you please. So I thought, I'll get up to the 5k mark, then I'll start the program, push for the 6, and then I'm on the program. But Nike have now changed the whole program. And it doesn't work. Have a look on the website and the app store and all that. They've gone from a 4.5 star rating to a 1.5 star rating. There is nothing but complaints about this app everywhere. The thing is, I do love Nike, and I've got a Fuel Band, and I use their website, so I've always, since I've started running, been a Nike runner. So I'm going to stick with it, because it's logged all my run. That's the only good part about it. So it's my SMS. It doesn't log the run that I did, but it's still counting my miles and putting it on the total. So there is that. If I'd run 10 kilometers and they didn't log my 10 kilometers, then I'd be unhappy. Okay guys, so it's time to be a little bit more positive because, as you can see, 2 days later, the sun is back out. The rain has dried up and gone. The barricade is still Well, I haven't cleared it away yet, but just in case, we left it there. But the door is now openable, if that's a word. Ah, there's sun. There is sun, there is light. My car's still around the back, stranded around there, but I'm going to go and grab that in a minute. And it's actually been all right. I understand the first part of this video was really depressing and miserable because I was really depressed and miserable. But it seems to be looking up now. My skin has got really bad because it always does in the cold. But if I put the camera far away, it doesn't really matter. There's not much carnage left around here. We have lost this tree. Well, I say lost it. It's still here. It's just a lot more horizontal than it used to be. And over there is a fence. Well, it used to be a fence and it's all fallen down and stuff. Don't worry about that. The roads are the major issue. They're all right here, but down near the more farmy bit where you've seen me running previously with all the cabbages and all that, a lot of the fields have been completely ruined. Cabbages have just been floating away for ages now. So I'm going to get the drone out and we'll have a look, shall we? Firstly, you can see that the roads are covered in mud, but more importantly, to the left-hand side of the road, you can see there's just a patch just going off screen at the bottom left there. It's all a lot more flat than if you look a bit further along. There's been a wave that's gone through the middle and taken out most of that field. This Jeep coming towards me actually is the farmer. And all those cars behind at the back there next to that building, they're just farm workers. So they're sent to sort of clear the place up a bit. You can see by the state of this field how much mud there has been. And out in the distance there that I'm just facing, so right in the middle of the shot, you can see the state of the roads. Here's a better shot. You can still see water on the second half of the field, just behind the lorries. And there's one of the workers. After that, I flew over to the reservoir, which is the most full up it's ever been. There's usually that white bit around the outside, that border is usually about 8 or 9 feet lower down than that. The water's a lot lower than that usually. And just at the bottom of the screen, you'll see there's a huge crack in this field. I'm going to spin around in a second. That thing there that I overshot. This bit here, you'll probably recognise this where I do a lot of running. There's obviously still some puddles and there's still some surface water there. And obviously it's a lot muddier than it usually is. And these 4 little reservoirs here are always empty. We've never seen any water in there. There's no farming going on in these fields surrounding these, as you see. So there's no need for water in them. So they're not filled up. So these 4 is just purely by rain. And lastly, this was Vicky's journey to work. So she's gone down the road and this is what greeted her. Obviously, no way through there. That is a rambler. This bit you're seeing here with the river flowing through it is usually an empty ditch. So she turned around to go the other way and the other way looked like this. So she had to wade through it, but still, it's left a mess on the road. And for those of you that might have been slightly concerned with the gym situation, it looks like this now. Oops.